So in this video, I'm going to walk you through installing OurPact to manage a Android device. I'm going to be using a Lenovo tablet that's got Android on it, but the same process applies whether it's a cell phone or a tablet, as long as it has the Android operating system. The only way this wouldn't apply is if you're using something like a Kindle Fire. But let's get started. So we have OurPact open. We're going to go ahead and select Android operating system and hit start. We've already logged into OurPact, so the tablet's going to prompt us to want to trust this computer. So we'll unlock the device. We'll say allow for debugging. And now we have to do device assignment. In this case, we're going to go to Sally again. We'll hit OK. And then it's starting to pair. Pretty quick process it looks like too, so it doesn't take too long. Now that the device is paired, we're good to go. As we can see on the screen here, we've got OurPact managing this device. We can manage it from the parental control side of it. We have OurPact Junior installed as well to actually let the child see what the screen times are, things like that, and if there's any type of time limitations or things like that. Now that we have a tablet with Android on it that has OurPact managing it, you'll have some additional management options inside of OurPact for that profile for that user. So in this case, it's Sally. We assigned everything to. Nothing really changes around hourglass screen, time management, app management, things like that. You can see the app rules are all there for everything, but you just have the Android options that calls them out if it's iOS, Android, things like that. So you'll see those differences. Allowances still the same, but under restrictions you'll have a couple different things. Obviously you have web filtering, so you can block adult content. If you want to have always blocked sites, again, this is where I recommend blocking the URLs for social media, Pinterest and things like that, because even if your child doesn't have the app, if they have a browser on their device, they can still access them that way. And a lot of apps themselves, even as innocent as they are, text messaging apps, notes app, things like that, they have a browser capability in them, so somebody can send them a link and they can open it that way. So blocking those is always helpful and important. As you can see, we have an iPhone tied to Sally, so we see what options we have for restrictions, app removal, profanity, require purchase password. I always recommend disabling passcode changes and disabling factory reset for two reasons. One, we still do phone checks in our house, and so if I know my child's passcode, I can access that at any time. I don't have to worry about asking them for their password and going through those types of arguments. Two, disabling factory reset. If they factory reset their iPhone, it takes OurPact off the device. You get notified, but then your kid's device is kind of out there in the wild again. For Android, as you can see, you only have three options. Disable airplane mode, app removal, and ad tracking. We obviously want to disable app removal. We don't want your child deleting any installed apps, whether that's OurPact or anything else. You can disable that. So it's kind of an all or nothing thing. So it is kind of a two-edged sword. I like to limit ad tracking just because of metadata. That's another video for another day. But airplane mode is kind of up to you. If you disable it, your child can't turn on airplane mode before you block the device. So if they want to still access certain games or something during the day, they can. Now, as soon as the device hits Wi-Fi or gets cellular turned back on, OurPact restrictions will kick on immediately. So it's just a way to circumvent the process a little bit. Again, this is just where it's important to have a conversation around the importance of why we have the standards that we have. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please reach out. Thank you.